What if Earth wasn't destroyed by an asteroid, but quietly stolen by a planet that doesn't even belong here? Right now, billions of rogue planets are drifting through the Milky Way completely alone. No sun, no orbit, just darkness. And one of them may already be closer than we think. But here's the strange part. These worlds aren't tiny chunks of rock. Some are larger than Jupiter. Some move faster than entire solar systems. And one detected just 20 light-years away glows in deep space with massive alien auroras powered by a magnetic field so strong it defies expectations. Now imagine that thing entering our solar system. At first, nothing would look different. The skies would seem normal. The planets would continue moving. Humanity might not even notice the danger approaching. And that's when things changed. Because the real threat wouldn't be impact. It would be gravity. A rogue planet nearly 13 times bigger than Jupiter wouldn't need to hit Earth to destroy us. Its gravity alone could begin bending the orbits of every planet around the Sun. Mercury shifts first, then Mars, then Earth. What happens next changes everything. Earth's orbit becomes stretched, longer, more unstable. Suddenly, our planet drifts closer to the Sun than ever before, then farther away into deep, cold darkness. The seasons stop behaving normally. Summers become brutally short and unbelievably hot. Oceans evaporate faster. Crops fail. Forests burn in weeks. Then comes the winter. Not normal winter. A winter that doesn't end. And that's not even the craziest part. Scientists call Earth's safe region around the Sun the Goldilocks zone. Too far away, and everything freezes. Too close, and life burns away. Right now, Earth survives because we exist in a razor-thin balance. But a rogue planet could break that balance forever. And humanity wouldn't even have time to prepare. Because by the time we finally saw the intruder in our skies, the damage would already be happening. The terrifying part isn't that Earth could leave the habitable zone. It's how fast everything collapses once it happens. At first, people would celebrate the warmer temperatures. Colder regions would thaw. Winters would weaken. Some might even think climate change had reversed itself. But here's where it gets weird. The rogue planet's gravity wouldn't create stability. It would create chaos. Earth would swing closer to the Sun during parts of its orbit, triggering violent heat waves unlike anything in human history. Entire lakes would dry out. Power grids would fail under impossible temperatures. Then, months later, Earth would drift farther away again, and the cold would return stronger than before. Massive snowstorms, frozen oceans, global crop collapse. What happens next changes everything. Humanity suddenly realizes the planet no longer has predictable seasons. Farming becomes nearly impossible. Food shortages trigger worldwide panic. Governments collapse, trying to control migration as billions move toward the last surviving warm regions. And that's when scientists discover something even worse. Earth may not stop drifting. Every orbit becomes more unstable than the last. One tiny gravitational tug from the rogue planet could permanently throw Earth beyond the Goldilocks zone forever. If that happened, the oceans would begin freezing solid. Within years, most life on Earth disappears. But that's not even the darkest possibility. Because deep beneath the frozen surface, near hydrothermal vents at the bottom of the ocean, life could still survive. Entire human colonies might retreat underground or beneath the sea just to escape extinction. Imagine future humans living in darkness under miles of ice. No sunlight, no blue skies, only artificial heat and endless black oceans. And this is where the story completely flips. The rogue planet might not destroy humanity. It might transform us into something entirely different. A species forced to evolve beneath a frozen world. A civilization born in darkness. And after enough generations, would those future humans even remember what sunlight looked like? Now here's the twist nobody talks about. Rogue planets may actually outnumber normal planets in our galaxy. That means the Milky Way could be filled with billions of invisible worlds drifting silently between stars right now. Some were probably ejected from their own solar systems after catastrophic gravitational wars. Others may have formed completely alone in deep space. But one question changes everything. If rogue planets are this common, how many have already passed through other solar systems before ours? And what traces would they leave behind? Scientists believe a close encounter could completely rewrite a planetary system. Orbits shift, worlds collide, entire planets disappear. which raises a terrifying possibility. What if Earth's past has already been shaped by one? What if ancient extinction events weren't random at all? But here's the strange part. A rogue planet crossing our solar system wouldn't necessarily announce itself immediately. These worlds are nearly invisible. No sunlight reflects off them. Some are colder than outer space itself. Humanity could be living beside one for years before detecting it. And by then, escape might be impossible. What happens next changes everything. If Earth became permanently frozen, humanity's final survivors might adapt underground for thousands of years. Future generations could evolve differently. Stronger eyes for darkness. New ways to survive freezing temperatures. Eventually, they may look back at old records describing oceans, forests, and blue skies like myths from another world. And that's the real horror. Not extinction, transformation. Because if humanity survives long enough, we may become unrecognizable. But there's one final mystery nobody can answer. Some rogue planets may actually carry hidden oceans beneath their frozen surfaces, meaning life itself could already exist wandering alone through interstellar space. So if one entered our solar system tomorrow, would it only bring destruction? Or would it bring something else entirely?